Assalamu alaikum, brothers and sisters. Welcome to lesson 14. Today we're going to look at how to turn a verb into the imperative form when you're telling someone to do that verb. Let's take a look. Okay, so today we're going to talk about imperative forms, but before we get into that, I have to teach you two really important verbs, and any proper Arabic teacher would probably get so mad at me that I took so long to teach you these, because these are some of the most common verbs you'll ever see. Qaala means he said. It has present tense yaqulu, he says. Kaana means he was and has present form yakunu, meaning he is. Now these you'll see all over the Qur'an. These are verbs that you probably have seen tons of times, and it's about time we actually formally introduce them. We need them especially for today because we're going to learn about imperative forms, which are when you turn a verb into a commanding form. Let's see how they look in this table. This table shows 5 different example verbs and how to convert them into their commanding form or the imperative form. So the verbs are listed here in present tense. Yasbiru means he is patient. If we turn that into imperative, it means be patient as a command to somebody. Yanduru means he looks. The commanding form is look. Yaqulu means he says, and the command form is say. Yakunu means he is, the command form being be. And yattabi'u means he follows, and in commanding form we'd say follow. Now, when you're converting to a commanding form, we start off with the present tense verb, and the conjugations come from that. And when you're commanding somebody, it's usually to the person you're talking to directly. So we're only going to conjugate into 2 different pronouns. Anta, when you're talking to one person, and I'm only including the male form here, because that's most common. And antum when you're talking to many people. So let's look at each of these examples. Yasbiru, when you're talking to one person, to be patient, you say isbir. And many people, you'd say isbiru. Now notice that we've added an alif with a kasrah at the beginning of both. And the last letter is basically converted to having a sakin. And for the plural case, we have a waw sakin and alif. That's the difference between singular and plural. Sakin versus waw sakin and alif. Yanduru, if you're talking to one person telling them to look, you say undur. Same pattern, but now you have a dhamma here. And for plural, you say unduru. Okay, how do you know which ones have a kasrah at the beginning and which ones have a dhamma? That just comes with practice. But these are 2 of the example patterns. Yaqulu and yakunu have the same pattern. When you're talking to one person, you just simply say qul, or you simply say kun, say and be. When you're talking to multiple people, you'd say qulu or kunu. Again, you're commanding to say or commanding them to be. Yattabi'u has a similar pattern to the first ones. Again, we have alif at the beginning with kasrah. Ittabi' when you're talking to one person. Ittabi'u when you're talking to many people and telling them all to follow. Okay, disclaimer. Those are just some of the most common cases for imperatives, but there might be others you might come across. Anyway, let's take a look at words for today. Sha'a means he wished or he wanted. It has present tense yasha'u. It's the same word that comes in the phrase insha'Allah. Ja'a means he went. I'm not including the present tense because it's not so common in the Qur'an. Arada means he wanted or he intended. It has present tense yuridu. Akhada has present tense ya'khudu, and ittakhada has present tense yattakhidu. They both look similar and they sound similar, and they basically mean the same thing. They both can be used to translate as he took. Well, thanks for tuning in. As always, remember to keep practicing so that you can stay on top of what we've been learning, and make sure to subscribe so we'll be able to notify you about the next lessons. Take care.